So the next stop after we went through Delphi, and then we went to Pelion, which is outside the city of Volos, and that's all the way back on the other coast of Greece on the Adriatic Sea. And so going back all the way over there, and again, you look at maps, you look at pictures, and you're kind of like, okay, I get it. We're gonna go here and zigzag up over there and zigzag down, and we get up out of the city of Volos and we start winding our way up, and it almost has the feel of that we're on a goat trail. We're following other cars, so we know it's safe, and then there's little towns and villages, but we're going up these narrow things, and we stop and we get a little refreshment because we just need a break. We've been driving so long, and we're looking, and we're kind of like, man, this view is like the most incredible view we've ever seen. It's almost like us telling you about this next place, this Pelion place. We don't want to give it away where it just gets overwhelmed with people because it's this epic.
Well, here's one little thing I'll add. This was my favorite place in Greece. I could have stayed there for 2 weeks easy, and we ran into a couple people who were on tours, and they were German. And literally, and when Wayne's gonna finish this, but literally this German woman, as we're getting coffee this one day, as we're heading out, she goes, "How did you find this place?" It was almost like she was like, "How did you find the ground that's ours? You know, like this is our relaxing place. How are these Americans here?" You know, and it was so incredible because it literally is this gem of a village, this gem of a hidden town. And only few people in Europe know about it and actually take the time to travel on this windy road to get there.
Yeah, there's 2 ways to get there. And so we took the way up and over the mountains, and you'll see in the videos, it's like areas where you're like driving and your tires going by and you're like, that's very narrow. Okay, let's get down. And so we got all the way down there, and there was moments where we were like, are we even going the right way? Like what, you know, and so there was other cars and you could see that there was civilization, and then we get down to the town and it's on the beach, and then we still had to find our Airbnb, which this area is so steep, and it blows your mind how they build the rockeries and build the structure that it doesn't get washed away when there's winter and all that, because the house we actually stayed in was amazing, but our car could barely get down the driveway. It was so steep that I parked it down there one time, and then the rest of the time I decided not to park it down there because it was
they cut grooves into the cement when they build it so your tires can grip, but it's like you're burning out your tires.
Yeah. So that was, you know, this village. It had grocery stores, it had restaurants and all that stuff. But from where we stayed in our Airbnb, you know, to restock up on groceries and all that, it was like a 15-minute windy little ride each time to go back and get. So there was some logistics around there, but you just felt so set apart, so at peace. And then of course the main reason we went there was because
the main reason, so our 15-year-old, she loves Mamma Mia, and I love it too. And so there's actually a beach there in Pelion, which is just outside of Volos. But when I say just outside, on the map, it looks like you can go back and forth between them very easy, which is what I assumed we could do, because you could actually go to Volos and you could take a ferry and visit the other islands where they filmed Mamma Mia, like the church scene. All of those islands are right there, like Mykonos, and I can't think of the rest of the names, but I was assuming we'd be able to do that. By the time we went from Volos, where we stopped and got a drink, and got down to Pelion, it was like 90 minutes. And we realized that is going to be impossible with the ferry rides to get there, enjoy anything, come back, do the road, and then enjoy Pelion like we do. The other cool thing is when you go into Pelion, again, there's cats all around, there's even dogs. Our kids had so much fun. Our kids actually just had a blast throughout all of Greece. But here's a really cool thing. I was up one morning, I was doing a Zoom with some friends, and we're 9 hours ahead of their time, so I was up earlier. And it ended up by the time, I think it was 6 a.m., because I woke up about 4:30 in the morning. 6 a.m., I'm looking out the window where I'm doing a Zoom, most peaceful view ever, and I literally see dolphins. Dolphins just jumping, and there's so many of them. They're heading one direction, they're heading back, and it was the most exhilarating, beautiful thing ever. And then as we went into Pelion, For dinner one night, we were looking out and we could see the dolphins again. And so the dolphins really love to flourish there. I think beginning around May, but throughout even more time. And the woman that we met, Aranya, she was just a treasure as well. We just absolutely love the culture, and we're hoping that it bleeds into what we do and what we bring back to our country, and how to have great work ethic, but also be able to just rest in the moment and have peace. So we recommend it 100%. There's also a creperie breakfast place that we're gonna drop in the comments below. And they had ice cream, they had incredible coffee, and then there was a bakery just around the back. They were all so excited to see kids. They just kept giving us food. It was just a wonderful experience.
Yeah. And the place we stayed, they gave us a whole list of things that you could do. There's an old train that you can ride there. Like I said, the Greek ski team, actually, when you go up over the top of the mountain, you can see some of the ski lifts. Again, you're just like, oh my gosh, you don't want to go there in winter. I don't even know how they drive on these roads. That would, don't go there in the winter. That would be crazy.
I don't know.
So, but it was really like the hidden gem of, if we were to do it again on a shorter condensed thing, you would go to Athens, and then you would head up there for the rest of your trip, and you would just be completely fulfilled with a really amazing Greek trip.
Yeah, so my top highlights out of all of Greece that we adventured, we're gonna share with you the rest. They're very beautiful as well, but it would be Pelion, and then if I could, Volos to get into the islands. So those islands are worth visiting, taking the time, and Athens. I could just live in those places, they're stunning.
Yeah.